Afternoon, everybody. It's Friday afternoon, another week in lockdown. That means we're getting closer to that date. I hope everybody's okay, had a good week. It's not raining here. Yes, it's dry. So what am I up to this Friday afternoon? I thought what would be nice is to show you how you can extend or change or add something to a tower. And one of our really popular towers is the Maxi Tigga. Whether it's like in this format, which is the standard format with the round baskets, or you've got the square baskets, or maybe you've got a round basket and a shell or an igloo, whatever format you've got, this is a lovely tower with your 3 or 4 cats. But let's just say you've got another tail coming home, so you've got an extra tail in your house, or you just want to change things up a little bit. Or the other thing is maybe you've got a cat that doesn't like going up high but likes to sleep down and likes the sort of more cushioned area. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully live, because I don't think I've done much of this before, is I'm going to change the Maxi. And I'm going to add our lazy lounger to it because I thought that would be a good idea. So, haven't practiced this, so I apologise. I've got to talk and work at the same time. 2 things at once. I think Teddy's having a little dog nap in the corner because it's definitely Friday afternoon for him. Yes, he is having a little nap. So back on here. So as you can see, a couple of people recently have asked me about doing the towers up and down, and that they can be quite hard. They shouldn't be hard, and I'll show you guys a little tip later about that, but they should be quite easy. I've just used literally a couple of fingers to turn that and get that undone. So what I've done is I've taken the basket off our lowest pole, and you can do this at any point on the tower, but I'm going to just do it on this one because it's easy and you can see. And basically I've got a rod, and I'm going to screw that just under halfway into the middle hole. It's always the middle hole on our poles. Don't forget our poles have that 2-year guarantee on them now as well. In fact, we actually sign off all our scratching poles. I'm looking for a pole that's signed off and I can't see it because I've got it the wrong way around. Let me just get that on. So there we go, got the rod on. And I'm going to take a 35 centimetre pole. Okay, as you can see, all signed off by whoever's roped it, when it was roped. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that because I've got it wrong. I've got to put the bed on first. See, I do know what I'm doing. So, lazy lounger. Cover's already on. A little bit easy to put it on before I do this. And you can swing this whichever way you want. So, you can have it really close to there. You can have it sticking out. So, I'm going to leave it loose at the moment while I put this pole on. So, 35 centimetre pole is going to go back on. And you're using all your Maxi. You're just adding to it. So, nothing's sort of becoming defunct. So you've not brought a piece and then found by changing your tower around you're now not using it. There's always a way to be able to use all the bits you've got on your tower and still change things around. So just getting this nice and tight. Helps if you keep it level as well. We're using nice long rods as well so you get your stability. So keep going. Okay, now I've got a bite there, so it's almost tight. So I'm just going to have a little look at the layout on it at the moment and see. And I think it might look quite nice just coming out here a little bit. But you could swing it right out if you want to. That's going to increase the width. In fact, actually, that looks quite nice. So I'm going to pick that position for now. I'm just going to go in and with my hands, I'm going to tighten it so it's nice and tight. There we go, as tight as you can. There we go. That's it. Okay. It's going to go in using my hands, just easing that cover on, making sure that cover's really on. There we go. Got all the Velcro around the back so that I can get that all nice in. I love this because you can really. The beauty of this bed is it covers all the MDF, so you don't get to see any of that MDF that's there. Which is nice. So as you can see, here we go. So taking the basket I took off earlier, I'm going to just watch that I don't catch my fabric head. Trying to marry it up now. There we go. Okay. So it's a little bit fiddly, but I know it's in. Okay, and the reason I know it's in is, as you can see, one finger to do that up. So one finger to get that bolt in and up until it starts to resist, and then nice and tight. And my little trick is I always leave my Allen key under the bed. So here we go. I feel like I'm on a cooking programme. So, got a laugh from the camera lady. Right, so there we go. So that's the Maxi, and what I've done is I've taken the Lazy Lounger and put it on. Now, looking at that now, I'm thinking, I think it would be better that way. So I'm just going to loosen off a little bit, and then I'm going to swing, and I'm going to have that there, okay? So now I've got another little platform area here, okay, where they can take up residence, and then I've got the bed up here from that point of view. And what I can also do is I can move that round there and that round there, and that's just given us a different little area from that point of view. So it's just added another layer to the tower. You don't have to use the Lazy Lounger. You could put another one of our fabric beds on, so you could use another one of these. The only thing about using this is if you use it on the bottom one, you won't necessarily put one of those on it, and the reason being is that's going to hit the floor from that point of view, so it's going to be too low. But just to give you another simple little platform, that's a really nice way of doing something. So another way of doing it is if you don't want anything low down, because invariably cats like to get up, don't they? They don't like being low down, they actually like to get up, and it's often these higher areas that are used on the tower. So another thing you can do, just thinking about what I'm going to do here, is let's have a little bit of fun. So I'm just going to show you different components. So I've done that. I'm going to leave that case. I was going to take it apart, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this off. I'm now panicking, thinking we've started filming and I haven't got another basket here, but I'll sort that out in a minute. What I'm going to do is, you need your ceiling height for this, and let's have a little look. So I'm going to put another rod in. I'm just looking around thinking I didn't bring my third basket in, but I'll grab something in a minute. And I didn't bring another bed over. You can see this is all planned out on a Friday. Just thought this would be a little bit of fun, showing you what you can do, seeing as I normally do this at shows. So I'm going to put an arm on. Now you could put another Lazy Lounger up here, and that's the beauty of our system, is you can put whatever you want there. And I'm going to grab, excuse me, going across the camera and out of shot. Teddy's still asleep. Can't believe he's still asleep, lazy dog. He's obviously had his walk already. He's still fast asleep. We can really turn this, we can do all sorts with this. This is the beauty of the system. You could move poles around, you could take this pole off and not have it as tall, you could use this pole down there, bring it up. And this is the beauty, it's thinking of it like a step system. So let's pop this one here. Normally I'd put a bolt and a nut through. I'm just going to drop a little Allen key in, okay? Being lazy. You wouldn't leave it like that, obviously, otherwise the cats would have it down. So now what I've done is I've swung an arm up here, and then, well, what do I want to put on the top? So I've got, well, this could make it really tall, but I've got a little clamshell basket, okay, and that could sit up the top. And now suddenly, on our 2-hole base, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds on it. Now I'm not sure I like the clamshell up there personally, so I'm actually going to grab another one of our round baskets. It's an interesting design, definitely. So that for me looks a little more uniform. Now when you start to go up in height, what you have to watch is your movement on this back pole, and you can just see that movement from that point of view. And I'm just going to race off and get something I need. So while you're having a little look at it and checking out Teddy, without falling over. So one of the things I would suggest is if you did decide with a Maxi to go up with your heights, because you start to get a little bit of movement there, yes, your basket, you can move it and sit it against there, but that little bit of movement can put cats off. So oak joiner, okay, that's back in stock, and we now have this as regular stock and regular supply. And all that does is that goes around your 1 metre pole and sits underneath one of your baskets. So for example, let's just say we did it at this level here. You'd have this under the basket here, this would go round your 1 metre pole there, and that locks in, and it's really tight. We have a slight give on our joint here to get it fixed in position. This is really snug. It literally sits over the pole with very, very little give. If you watch, there you go. So basically then, once that's locked into place, that pole can't go anywhere, and it gives that stability. And it's a brilliant bit of kit that you can add to any of your towers if you're getting a little bit of movement or you've gone up in height. So it's a great one. You can add that at any time. You don't have to have that already. You don't have to be buying bits, but if you want to add your joiner, you can do that. But what I've done here is I've just shown you the things you can do with a Maxi, and there are loads of combinations. I've never worked out how many combinations there are, but there are so many different combinations on this tower. You could bring your arm in, add that here. You can move this up here if you wanted. So you had your hammock hanging down, filling a bit of space here. You could have the 350 here and the 50 centimetre up there. So there are loads and loads of different combinations.
Or 2 350s.
So yeah, so you can do 2 350s. You can do absolutely whatever you want. But it's just showing you how you can change your tower and what you can do with it. And if things change and you want to go back, or you just want it to be a temporary change, maybe just for the summer you do a certain thing and then you want to change around, this is the beauty of that system, is you can do it however you want. And I'm just going to take that off there, take that back from there.
Virginia's saying very nice.
Sorry?
Virginia's saying very nice.
Thank you, Virginia. Hope all is well. She's out in America. Probably just starting her day, I suspect. So hello from lovely England to the USA. So I'm just playing around. And if anybody gets a chance and they've watched this and thought, oh, they've played around with their tower at home already and they've got an extended tower, do post your pictures. It's lovely for other people to see. Some people have got towers that have grown. I mean, we're going to be 12 years old this year. It's like, oh my God, 12 years old. Can you believe Tigga Towers is 12 years old this May? I can't believe it.
And don't forget those reviews.
Oh, and I'm being told to remind everybody about reviews, because we're really naughty. We never ask people for reviews, and we're trying to improve on that. So if you've got towers or bedding or toys and you've got a few minutes, please do leave a review, because it helps customers who don't know us. And I'm just bringing my tower back down to my Maxi, so you can see I'm just doing this quietly on my own. So remember my little tip that I said to you about it shouldn't be difficult. I'm just going up on tiptoe. And you will notice some changes on our website over the next week or two. Keep your eyes peeled on the changes. I will be waiting to see who spots them. Be about a week's time, coming up for Easter. There's a few little changes happening on there. So I'm trying to keep in touch with you all a bit more. Sawdust all over me today. It's because I was working in the workshops earlier. So now I've just brought it back to the Maxi. And then the final bit is to take my extension off from earlier and get us back. So how is everybody this Friday? I hope everybody's keeping well. A few people watching from the sounds of it, keeping themselves busy. Children back at school, a bit of peace for some of you at home, hopefully. So, Lazy Lounge is lovely. It's a solid platform, but it's got so much padding and cushioning in it. We were out of stock of it for quite a while because we sold out of it and couldn't get any more, but they are back in stock and they're actually available. The Lazy Lounges, we have stock in all our colours, including our teal at the moment. And we do still have some fabric platforms in the teal, and we have some rectangle double donuts in the teal. There's not a lot of teal left, but there is still a little bit. And I believe we're going to sneak in a couple of other little bits. As well. Oh, we've got some pet blankets in the teal as well, if you like our pet blanket and you like teal. So, okay, it's taking me a while to get this.
It's a mini workout.
Yes, it is a mini workout. Well, seeing as the gym's been closed. So, there we go. Well, the evening's getting a little bit longer as well, so I'm just returning us to our Maxi, so you can see the Maxi, and also you can see it in relation to me as well. And don't forget, the Maxi comes from the double Tigga. So it can start as a double Tigga with your 2 poles, 2 baskets. So that one there and that one there, without your fabric bed and your second pole, and then you can add that. That's your natural extension from a double Tigga to a Maxi. Like I showed you the hooper to the Tilly, I think last weekend or two weeks ago. I showed you that. And I have got some exciting news coming in, when have I got exciting news coming? April, there's some really exciting news coming for you all. So I will be filling you in middle of April, there's some exciting news, so I'll be sharing all that with you. There we go, and we are back, still with sawdust on my cover. I obviously put it down. Teddy's still asleep. But there's our Maxi, back to our Maxi. So it's just showing you what you can do and how versatile the system is. So it's a strong system, it's a heavy system, really heavy system. It's built to last, it's very, very stable, and it's a lot of fun. You can really play around with it. And that's one of the things I miss is the shows and getting a chance to put our big showcases up and playing around and coming up with new ideas and new designs. So anybody got any good ideas for the towers and new designs or new styles, then send us some sketches or ideas. You never know, we're always looking for new things. But that's my Friday afternoon workout. So everybody have an amazing weekend, enjoy. Hopefully the weather wherever you are is not going to be too cold and it's going to be dry, maybe even a little bit of sun. And I will look forward to seeing you guys all very soon. Take care for now, have a great weekend, bye.